Hello YouTubers. So what we have today is a bunch of medic bags, and the reason I wanted to make this video is to showcase the versatility and use that I make of them, and why I think they make a great addition to your bug out bag or inch bag, or generally to your bushcraft gear, and even your EDC, your everyday life items. So basically, let's start from the middle. This is the U.S. Army M3 medic bag. There's the logo right there, a little bit faded out, but basically the reason why this is really useful, and the reason I like this, is because it has this opening where it kind of rolls out like so, and you have 3 compartments, like 1, 2, and a longer one down here. And you also have this little sleeve behind here, and it just basically folds out like so, and offers basically a compartmentalization and options to basically divide up your gear. In this case, what I use this for is actually for my gym bag. This lives in my gym bag because it's got socks, underwear, and fresh t-shirts. I keep 5 pairs in there, and instead of having all this floating around in my gym bag, I just throw this in, and I know it has a change of clothes, basically a fresh change of clothes for when I'm done. And yeah, that's for that. What we have in this case is a similar item. As you can see, the configuration is pretty much the same, in that you open the flap and it kind of falls out like so. Pretty much the exact same thing, but on a smaller scale. And these are Italian Army medic pouches that are designed to basically attach with some Velcro and these snap-on buttons to a vest. But what I ended up doing in this case is I found a really good deal on molle panel, and I wanted to come to this specific panel in this video and talk about it. This is by Tasmanian Tiger, and it's a molle panel that has the back side here has Velcro as well, running horizontally, whereas on this side it runs vertically, as well as the molle attachments, the molle slits rather, for the webbing. But I found these medic pouches, and they just about fit this panel perfectly. Maybe just a little bit over, as you can see, just a bit slightly larger, but it has enough Velcro to kind of stay in place and make this thing work. Because what I figured I'd use this for is to compartmentalize my my food. This is excellent to kind of make your own MREs, and separate, say breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You have instead of having all kinds of food floating around in your pack, you just have this pack insert, and say you include like a full day's worth of food in one. obviously, say this would be like a 2-day um, ration, you know, but you could probably fit even more food, and maybe push this to a 4-day. Who knows? I haven't actually tested it out yet, but most likely you'd probably push this to more than just a day. But yeah, the reason I wanted to make this video is just to showcase the versatility of these kind of systems, and the reason this project was undertaken was because I kind of got inspired from Canadian Prepper and his pack roll system. So although for me a pack roll, that size would just be a bit too big, I'd have to really figure out what I want to put in my pack roll, and basically I ended up reverting to something like this, just because I found it so much cheaper on eBay, and I found these two as well, and I figured they'd work, and they do. They work pretty fine. And last but not least, I wanted to look at this other medic bag, which again, it offers a lot of compartmentalization, and basically this is also kind of why I would use it. I wouldn't actually use it as, to store any kind of first aid gear, but it has these Velcro pouches that you can kind of take apart, and yeah, they just proved to be quite versatile and quite useful. It's got some mesh layering on the inside, has these loops for whatever tools you might want to just hold there, and obviously the best thing about this is that you can hang it off a tree and then work with whatever you have. At the moment I just have some spare like little containers and such that I'll probably use for my first aid kits, but I just keep it in the blister pack right now just because I didn't know where to put it. But yeah, it has two sections of this is mesh, and it's not removable, and then 2 pouches are like so and have Velcro, and yeah, they're removable. What else do I have in here? What does it have? It has another plastic sleeve. Again, more kind of elasticated webbing here to hold whatever you want. So yeah, I'd definitely be able to fit like an E-tool in here, and foldable saw, just a knife, general bushcraft gear that then you can just bam, hold this, grab this out of your pack, and then find a tree branch, and then bam, you just kind of have that same basically idea behind the M3 medic bag, and yeah, it just kind of rolls out and you have everything that you need right there for whatever you need, basically. Okay, so what else could I talk about? I think that's about it, really. Just wanted to showcase how these various medic bags offer a lot more options. You just kind of have to look at them and repurpose them, basically, because I don't have the know-how, and I don't really care to fill this up, entirely up with medic gear. But I really like the idea of using a panel or a foldable pack that kind of folds out, and you have all your gear organized, and or whatever it is that you may need to store in these packs. So yeah, these, for example, I have this and this, which fit in my Filipino Army Alice pack beautifully, and there's still room to spare, so you could still throw in a tent, you know what I'm saying, or just generally clothing, whatever have you, water, but it just works. It works really nicely because you slip this in, bam, slip the other one in with all your tools. This thing manages. But yeah, let me see if I can do this. Okay, there you go. So yeah, and as you can see, it's still pretty loose. It still has quite a bit of room in there. And yeah, initially I actually wanted to use these medic pouches to alter an Alice pack, and let's get one here. I initially wanted to remove the 3 mag pouches for my Alice pack and have one of these stitched right above the center pocket. So I mean, the grain is kind of similar, so it would have matched pretty nicely, and the option is there eventually in the future. If I don't feel like using it as a medic panel, I could just mod a pack like so. But for the time being, it lives nicely as as a medic kit, as part of that medic panel. But pardon me, not as a medic kit, but as a general purpose kit, really, as a general purpose pack that you can kit up with whatever you want. In my case, it's definitely food, and yeah, you could still really just use these pack inserts and basically put whatever you want. Okay, so that was me rambling on for another 13 minutes or so about medic packs, and hope you found this useful, informative, and what else can I say? I guess this search for medic gear was spurred by primarily two YouTubers. One is Canadian Prepper, who has his famous pack roll system, so I was kind of hoping to basically mimic that setup where you use one of these panels and just not store them full of medic gear, but you just use them for your own needs and repurpose them with your own kit. And the other viewer is the other YouTuber is Renaissance Marine. He's done several videos on his medic kits, and he has from the smallest medic kit all the way up to a whole pack, literally stuffed full of medic gear. So yeah, but he had these packs there, and I thought, these are definitely kind of packs that I'm keen to try out in my bug out bags, just because of how awesome this system is. As I said earlier, you just hang this off a tree, and it just folds out, and same thing can be done here. One thing that's also really cool is that one of these two medic pouches had these little O-rings here, so I can even run some paracord and hang this off a tree in case this doesn't work, or just ends up being a bit at an angle like so, whereas just hanging it off a tree with a bit of paracord, yeah, you just have all your stuff there nice and ready when you need it. Okay, so thank you for watching this episode concerning medic gear and you know, the various uses that you can make of it. And hope you found it informative and enjoyable, and see you on the next one.